Hello, my fellow hunters. Hello, my fellow people. This is not a video that I want to make. It's not a video that I like having to make. It's... My name is Josh, and, well, this might be a solemn message, but it also is one of hope. It's one of a future that is better for me, for Cotton, for Hollow, for you guys, for every bit of content that we make and want to make, for all the ambition of the future, for all the fun times we have now. Ultimately, we need you. The channel needs you. Pro and Noob need you. It is a hard decision to say this, to ask this. It's not something done lightly, but if you at all enjoy what we do, if you enjoy Pro and Noob's silly adventures, if you enjoy the various videos we make and the directions we go in and just our general existing, well then, I would ask, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Once a month you can pledge any amount, and even $1 is life-changing, truly. It is linked down below, it is on screen, and it really is the lifeblood of the channel. It keeps the team going, it keeps the production value going, it keeps the thumbnails that you're seeing right now, as I thought they represented such a wonderful part of what goes on here. And I don't want to lose them. I don't want to lose anyone or anything. So, as much as I really hate asking for this, because all I care about is waking up each day and producing things that make people happy. That's what it's been. That's what it's always been for 11 years. But if you would like to see us continue, then please consider supporting on Patreon, as it's got to the point where it needs to be that. YouTube ultimately is broken. It's been broken. It's always broken and breaking. It always works against you. The systems in place are awful, and it just makes everything so difficult. Trying to balance being at the mercy of a twisted algorithm versus making what truly sings to us and sings to you is a never-ending, stressful struggle. To give it a more, well, hard example, let's look at a recent Pro and Noob series in Resident Evil. Everyone who watched that, and I realize that might not be all of you listening to this, but it does convey what I want it to convey. Everyone who watched that loved it, and about 15,000 people did. And 15,000 people is insane. Imagine 15,000 people before you, a sea of humans just like me, with their lives just like me, with their own hopes, their dreams, their struggles, their every day and what they do, and those 15,000 people chose to give up just a little bit of their time to watching me and Cotton be silly, to be us, to, well, hopefully brighten their day. And to read the comments on that most recent episode, and yes, the series will be concluding next week, and that's very exciting. I won't deny that I got, well, emotional. I really did. But, for example, a Monster Hunter episode would get double that, 30,000 people watching, which is, again, absolutely ludicrous. But to YouTube, 15,000, 30,000... it's a drop in the ocean. YouTube doesn't see people, doesn't see humans that exist, that are real, that have so much going on, that are so wonderful. They just see numbers, mindless numbers. So in a world where a Monster Hunter gets 30,000 and then a Resident Evil or any random game we want to do gets 15,000, well, the 15,000 difference, the 15,000 who didn't watch the random game but did watch the Monster Hunter, will now no longer get shown any video on the channel, including Monster Hunter, because to YouTube, them not clicking on, well, the non-Monster Hunter means that they don't care about the channel anymore, and thus they will stop being notified. The videos will stop appearing in sub-boxes, and all of this is a long-winded way to say that you are actively punished for daring to step outside your niche, your little neck of the woods, to have the audacity to not do your main thing. If you stray from the path, well, you will be killed off. You will be actively punished for it. But we want to stray. We want to do so much. We have so many plans, projects in so many games, in so many ways. Of course, Monster Hunter will always be our home. Always, in every form. And we are very hard at work with stories too, and we want to bring you the very best we can with that. And it's honestly, I think, going to be the best series so far. But we want to do so many other games. So many other ways of having this pro and noob experience that you guys love so much. And you really do. All of the comments whenever we just try a random game like golf recently and have fun, it's so heartening to know that you enjoyed it. So ultimately, we need to be free of this system. Oh, not too far from now, there's not going to be an us, there's not going to be a pro and noob, there's not going to be a channel, or at least one that's a shell of its former self. And ultimately, to me, the idea of not being able to help people, to give those smiles, to give a silly bit of fun relief to an otherwise bad day, to even a couple other people, not being able to do that anymore would be truly heartbreaking. So all I would ask is, even if it's $1 a month, and I don't even like saying the word even there, because any support, even just listening to this, even just commenting, even just watching, even just knowing you're out there enjoying what we do from time to time, it means everything. We are so honored and lucky to be in this position, and I speak all of these words from everyone as part of the channel team. Seriously. I will promise you this though, nothing will ever be behind a paywall, there won't be anything hidden, you will never be required to do this, and I only want anyone to do it if you actually can. If you feel comfortable doing so. If you want us to be free to do what we love, because hopefully you love it too. And to that end, the Patreon has had a complete overhaul. It's all new, it's all wonderful, and I want to pack it full of rewards and fun for you guys that support, and there really is quite the list going on. First and foremost, everyone can be and will be part of a bi-weekly gaming session with me and Cotton. Just us patrons, a random game, having fun, and that is going to be really cool. We want to have a vote open for Patron Pro and Noobs, where all of you have your say, suggest games, are the best suggestions chosen, and then you decide what we have to do. But, you know, be gentle, please. That every couple weeks, of course. There is also the Discord with the special patron roles. There is channels to talk to us only for you guys. It is a wonderful little community of truly wonderful people. You can have one-on-one talks with me and Cotton essentially whenever, and I've met some wonderful people like that, and I'd love to meet you too. Have your name at the end of every video, be part of a lot of videos when extra people are needed. And then there's even so far as to be able to get a video on anything made just for you personally, by me, by Cotton, by Hollow, by any combination, in any way that you want. And you can keep that forever as a thank you. There will even be merch to choose from as a forever token of our gratitude. Behind the scenes and exclusives, and basically there's just a lot going on, and it's gonna be fantastic. It will all kick off in 2 weeks. Why 2 weeks? Well, currently there is a special little event happening with the Patreon. Everyone who joins, comes on board in the next 2 weeks, is going to be part of a very, very special Pro and Noob video made just for those patrons. Every single name of every person will be incorporated somehow. It might end up being something musical based, it might end up being something a little bit sillier, but it will definitely be one hell of a ride, and you are going to want to be in it. I shudder at the thought of how we're going to pull this off, but it's going to be very cool. 2 weeks is the cutoff, and then no more. This is truly a one-time thing, and we want to make it very, very special. Yes, indeed. Essentially, we want to funnel your support back into the channel, to use it to do bigger and better things, get better software. I know Cotton wants to do some seriously cool music stuff, but having the tools to do it is, well, it's prohibitive. It really, really is. Of course, it will also go to us simply surviving, the minimum to have roofs over our head, though damn it, I would make stuff on a laptop in a bush if only I could plug into the ground. Ultimately, we want to still be here because what matters to us is you. I feel truly the luckiest person alive. I've been doing this for 11 years and now I'm doing it with so many people who are wonderful to work with, wonderful to know, wonderful to call friends, and doing it for you guys who are just as wonderful. There doesn't exist a more lovely group of people to have the pleasure to create for than you all. I still to this day read every single comment on every single video, read every message on Discord, and well, I love it. I love being able to make people have a little bit of a ha-ha or a ooh or a that's cool or a interesting or any given reaction, but I just love it. If you have any kind of questions or anything, then, well, feel free to comment or hop on the Discord. The Discord will be linked below as well, along with the Patreon, and just have an ask. But genuinely, if you at all want to, if you can, please consider supporting us on Patreon for any given amount a month. It really doesn't matter. It's so truly appreciated, and ultimately the way that we will still be around in the months and years to come, and I hope you enjoy all the many benefits that will come with it. I can't wait to build this channel's future together. Seriously. The deal are, of course, is YouTube trying to kill us. Help! Though I think the video hopefully has put across what we want. Essentially, we just can't break free of our mold without killing the channel and therefore disappearing or downsizing to the point of insignificance. And we really want to be able to do that. Even in the realm of Monster Hunter, it's just simply not viable anymore. And so, I must ask for your help. Thank you very much for listening to this. I know it isn't the usual tone of video, but it's not something that is usually done. Alright everybody, my name has been Josh. Like, if you've enjoyed this, I suppose. Subscribe for more, and ultimately, I just can't wait to see you on the next video. Goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.